Hey folks, getting stuck on the road? Don't know what to do? Pitch dark, daytime, don't know what to do, car don't start? Hey, watch this video. Hey, the most common basic tools that you should have in your car is a water pump pliers, a cutter, a long nose pliers, and a basic pliers. And the reason being is this is the most common tools that you'll need, along with your screwdriver, flathead, and a Phillips screwdriver. One of the most common problems that you have is battery problems, and these are the most important tools that you need. You might have other problems that you need. These pliers here, cutters to cut wires and so forth, and screwdrivers to pry open or to unscrew, any part of your car that you need in order to get it repaired. If you want to supplement these tools, now keep in mind this is for emergency. Another one that is good to carry is your famous multi-tool. And the multi-tool does not want to freaking open on me all of a sudden. Here it is. It has everything from pliers, long nose pliers, to your knives, screwdrivers, and Phillips screwdrivers that you'll need in case of an extreme emergency. And this is one that I would recommend carrying in the car at all times. And one day you may need it for other purposes. If you do want to supplement this, and if you're an enthusiast in cars and repairing cars and so forth, I would suggest getting a wrench set, that is made to handle all assorted bolt sizes. Like this set is made by Huskies. You can buy it at the Home Depot, and it's like $12 to $25. And it'll accommodate all different bolt size heads, from SAE, metric, star shape, 12 points, and even square heads. And this is one thing good. And this set is good from 8 millimeters, which is most common, to 19 millimeters. Again, most of our cars right now from 1997 and up run on metric system, and below it was SAE and metrics mixed up. This is a good tool to have in case of an emergency, because it will get to the bolts that you need and unbolt what you need to do in order to replace radiators, batteries, belts. If you broke your belt, your serpentine belt, and so forth, this is a good tool to have, depending on your make and model car. To further supplement this, another cheap set that is good to have is like a miniature 1/4-inch socket set, which is also metric. Again, depending on what make and model your car that you have, you would want an SE and a metric system, on top of here. But this is limited in order to do like batteries and or belt system. If you have something that's very bad that's actually happening to your car, and you have to replace like the power steering or something that you have to get through to get to the belt. One thing about the emergency set, this might be a $25 set, but it has everything that you need to repair a car, just in case of an emergency. Another supplemental thing that you might want with this set is go to Sears or Home Depot or Napa and get an extension ratchet. That way you have leverage, to break those tough bolts that you need to break. There are several variety sizes that you might want. Any questions that you have?
So which way do I turn to go tight, and which way do I go to go loose?
This is the basic, simple thing. Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. The best thing in the world. Just remember that, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. That's it in a sexual way, but in a nice way, okay? Okay, so this I would recommend, honestly, to all you folks out there. Put this in your car. I guarantee you will never regret it, because when that time happens, when emergency, would've, could've, would've, too late. But if you had this, you have whatever you need to get you out of that spot. Well, now let's go on to the next things that you might want to also carry onto your car. One of the most common problem is battery died. It goes click, 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 click because you left your lights on, you left or your radio on, and you fell asleep. Commonly, like you,
Yeah.
you read your radio on, and you come fall asleep. You might want to have a jump pack. Jump pack, okay, guys? And this is a simple jump pack that they have right now, made of lithium. And this thing does wonders. All you have to do is connect it to your battery, connect this to this jumper battery, and it will start your car, depending on how bad it went bad, right? Okay? This is one of the most common tools that you want to carry. And it also charges your cell phones, your iPad, whichever is important to you. If you're stuck there and you want to stay there, have a nice day, and you can enjoy yourself with your iPad. Okay?
How much would something like this cost?
Well, this ranges, you can go to Costco, Sam's Club. It'll range anywhere from like 45 bucks to 60 bucks, depending on how many, amps it has. Yeah.
So if I didn't want to spend that much money, what would be another alternative?
The alternative would just have a jumper set, cables, right here. But one thing bad about this is somebody willing to jump you.
Yeah.
Can you flag somebody down to jump you? No. What if you're in the boondies and it takes a long time? But if you're in a parking lot with a lot of people, like being in Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club, Pro Ridge, or some kind of shopping center, best thing to have, because why? Somebody's willing to jump you. Jumper cables, don't get jumped. If you get jumped, you have the multi-tool set just in case. When they hear that, they think it's a switchblade. Just let you know. Oh, let me do it again. Oh, let me do it again. There we go. All right? Any questions?
So considering most vehicles have bigger batteries, does the jumper cable matter as far as?
Yes, it does. The smaller cable that you have that they sell in most emergency kits that they sell in Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, or at Sears, that sells smaller gauge than this. And when I'm talking smaller gauge, I'm talking about sometimes the size of this screwdriver.
Oh,
When you actually put the jumper cables on, you have to wait at least minimum 15 to 20 minutes before starting the car, because it allows small amperage to go through. Voltage is going through, but small amperage. And the bigger the cable, the better the amperage, the better the start. Yeah? Just to know that. When they sell you these small emergency cables, and you'll see it's very small, wait at least 15, 20 minutes before even starting the car. Provided your cables, not your cables, but your terminals are clean and there's no corrosions on top. Yeah? But know that it takes 15 to 20 minutes for these type of emergency. But these kind of cables here that you see here with this kind of gauge, which is almost like 12, 13 gauge, it will almost start instantaneously.
so that's
But,
the ideal.
yeah, and if it takes time for a bigger battery from a smaller battery, granted that the car has to be running to charge this battery, and its connection is nice and tight. Yeah? All right. Another good thing to have in case of an overheating condition is what people don't always carry. H2O, baby, water. Any questions about this?
So how long will I be able to last when using water in an emergency?
Well, water is the best thing in the world. Antifreeze is used to what? Prevent freezing. And antifreeze is very important in cold climate temperatures and so forth. But water is the most important thing just to get you from point A to point B in case you're overheating. And not only that, in case you're hot, you can just douse yourself with this damn thing. All right? Which is really good. And in case you're thirsty, you have an emergency case of water. But water for a vehicle is detrimental. In case you're overheating, let the car cool down, let it just come cold, pour whatever you lost, get to your nearest mechanic shop that can help you. And this, honestly, just a quart here will save your life. Or what I see, this is what 2 liters will save your life. Or get you out of a danger area, okay? And it's simply stored, you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, in case you're thirsty, you have water. So distilled water is good. You can buy it at the store or have an empty bottle and just fill it off your faucet. Okay? Yeah. And do you have a question?
What else would I need in order to be
Well,
safe out there?
honestly, the roads are filled with dangerous people that do not see things. All right? There are a few things that you want to carry in your car. And in case you're stuck on the side of the freeway, side of the road, a deserted area, and there's no light and they can't see you, a reflector is very important, okay? I advise caution at all times when getting out of the car. Look first before getting out of the car. Excuse me. Look at all the lights and stuff. Time yourself, come out. Place this at least 10 yards away from you. So at least people can see, hey, there's a reflector, somebody's stuck on the side of the road. Then again, people don't see this. Another thing to have, which is the number one thing from ancient times, or in our ancient times, is called the flare. Once you strike this, this is so bright, people can see this from miles away prior to even approaching you. Have at least 3 to 5 flares. Okay, 3 to 5 flares. So that way you can line it out at an angle saying that you're there at all times. Yes?
So, if you don't have any flares, what's another good alternatives to have?
Well, flares, you can buy at any stores. Yeah, they have in emergency stores. Another good thing to have is these glow sticks. And these glow sticks actually last from 8 hours to 12 hours. And place them on the road, they can see, hey, there's something there, reflectors, yeah? And one thing good about these glow sticks, you can run them over and they'll still be nice and bright. At least the fact is that they know that something is there, they can see it ahead of time and be aware that somebody is on the side of the road, yeah? I don't have the reflector tape. Another thing good is when you're repairing your car or changing a spare tire is have a reflector vest or some kind of reflector belt. So when their lights shine from a distance, they can see that reflector moving and so forth. And one thing about that, you won't get run over. Hey, they see you. And then again, an emergency vehicle see you. They can pull on the side of the road and give you assistance and also help you. Okay? So these are some very important items that I would really carry in terms in case of emergency. You may be stuck in the boondocks someplace where there is no help at all. You may be stuck in a place where there's no lighting at all. You may be stuck in a place that people don't care. At least you have something that can help you and take you to near safety. Yeah? So my advice to anybody out there, by having these tools, it gives you an assurance that, you know, there's something that you can do to get you to near safety versus being stuck and waiting for hours for the nearest tow truck. And let's say if your phone doesn't work, at least you got something to work with. If you don't have no mechanical skill or anything like that, there may be somebody that may pull over that has that mechanical skill and you have the tools to help assist it.
The flares, can you stop them after you?
Yes, you can. By
So
just going like this and stopping out. This is strictly nothing but potassium. It's just like a regular flare or smoke bomb
Okay.
that you can just easily put it out, or like most cops do, let it burn out.
Oh, okay. But
You
you,
get
you can reuse it after you.
You can reuse it, but you would need a lighter to light it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Oh.
you know, most cases what you do, like these are so old, you just gotta peel it. Let's take one. Let's try to peel this shit out. You you can see how, here's the striker cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we open this up here. Yeah, and then there is the igniter unit, and all you gotta do is bam, and it lights up like a motherfucker.
It'd be awesome if we could do
Yeah,
that.
you can put a stick like this, put in your bottle.
What's the?
I'm not recording.
It is.
I just realized that
like
after
a
I did
bottle?
that. But this is how it's usually done. You take this, you strike it. It's just like a giant match.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I've
And
lit some.
this is actually the favorites out of all signal to let you know that, hey, I need help. There's flares, and it's actually so bright that people will see it. And one, it'll avoid you from getting hurt. Yeah, seriously, from getting hurt. People will know that, hey, there's somebody stuck on the road. And if there is an emergency vehicle, by seeing flares, they know somebody needs help. And this will actually attract a lot of people down. So a lot of good thing is to have at least 1, 2 to 5 for emergency purposes. And not only for emergency, but that maybe you can help somebody else out there that's stuck and doesn't have this kind of stuff, and you can help them from getting hurt or getting run over. You know, when big semi trucks come down, they can't see you. And when they do see you, they can give you that much room to avoid from getting hit or getting smashed into, which is a lot that you'll see. You can find that on YouTube. Watch a lot of people getting hit left and right because they're stuck on the side of the road and not knowing what to do. And by having this would at least eliminate you from getting or becoming one of the casualties.
How long does it?
This is a 15-minute one.
Right.
This is a 30-minute. Yeah.
Well, I mean, before you have to replace before it gets old, like. They don't-
Well, it lasts forever.
Oh, it does. Oh.
It's like gunpowder.
Oh.
So how big is the 130 one?
130-minute one?
Yeah.
Fuck! I forgot. There is no 130-minute one. 15 and 30 minutes. That's all they have.
Oh.
So you don't want a 5-minute one.
Where would you lay it?
I forgot all about that shit. Oh, when you lay it, honestly speaking, let's say this is the road and this is one way, this is the other way. If you're off on the center road, you want to lay your flares right behind you, maybe every 3 feet
Going back.
behind you, going backwards. Yeah, 3 feet. Just let them know that, hey, I'm right here. Boom. Get ready to move to the side.
So you don't pull it into the road.
Exactly. You want to get as far to the right-hand lane as much as possible, and then put your flares right out there to let you know that, hey, emerge a little bit off to the left. So, hey, somebody's working on my car, or I'm working on my car, and it's an emergency situation. Any kind of flares that comes up is an emergency situation. Yeah. Anything that's in red is an emergency situation. Anything that's amber, like a yellowish color, it's a tow truck situation and also a caution situation. Know that. Yeah. Anything that's green means go. 10-second ride. Nah, I'm only playing. I'm just kidding. You know.
Can you carry that too? Like an amber light? Put it on
You
the-
can carry an amber light. In fact, I do have one, but that's saying like a road repair and so forth. It's always good to have red because it means an emergency
Oh, okay.
repair. Yeah. Red is always emergency. Red is caution. Yellow is caution. Green means go. Many consumers may or may not know what to do in case of an emergency with their automotive vehicles, stuck on the side of the road or whatever. This? No. This? Ouch. Will grab the attention of everybody. This will help. Another thing that you want to carry with you is a set of gloves. That way, in case you get greasy and stuff and you don't have it back in your car, You have nothing to clean your hands or anything. Set of gloves is really good. If you don't have a set of gloves, carry like those latex gloves that, surgical gloves. Any kind of gloves would be great to have in the car in case of an emergency, because you never know what will poke into your hands and so forth. If you don't have anything, a nice usual thing is having a rag. A convenient rag you can use to wipe your windows down, but also to wipe your hands down before hopping in the car. Wipe yourself down. You don't want grease all over your car, right? And another thing that you should have, and very importantly at nighttime, a universal flashlight. One thing good about this flashlight here, you can see, it's a flashlight, a charger, solar power charger, and a self-winding charger. And one thing good about this, it doesn't require battery. You can also charge this on a plug if you need to. But one thing good about this, in case your cell phones are dead and you need to call somebody, you have some kind of power to charge your cell phone. Yep. And emergency-wise, a lot of people need a communication to call somebody out there. And if there's nobody out there and your phone is dying down, you have no means of charging your cell phone through your car. But this external cell phone and self-winding charger will give you that extra aid that you need. Yeah? This is very important. Always have some kind of flashlight that it doesn't rely on just batteries alone. Yeah? And most importantly, in case you do get hurt, cut, and you guys don't realize how bacteria can affect your cut and so forth, have an emergency aid kit. Not just for you, but maybe there's an accident around you that you can help and aid people. This emergency aid kit, you'll be surprised how much it will save people's lives and your lives itself. It consists of band-aids, from emergency triangles to big, whatever you call this kind of shit, band-aids, wraps. Comes with scissors too. Just to show you that this is not an inconvenience, let's take this away and let's use the most important thing. Simple ratchet set. Simple wrench set, sorry. All your pliers and screwdrivers tossed inside, no problem. Extensions, everything tossed inside, no problem. Flares out of the bag. It's right on in. Emergency lights. Let's say you don't have this flashlight. These last, again, 8 to 12 hours. Yep. Inside. Gloves and rags. Inside. First aid kit. Inside. The flashlight. Solar power. Self-charging for your telephone. Inside. Water on top. You want to add this in? On top. You want to add this in? Put it on the side. Best thing in the world. But I tell you what, to have the jumper and this cable wires is the best thing in the world. I tell you, it will save your life in case of emergency, in case your battery died, in case you're overheating. You want this in your car. All right? But if you said it takes a lot of space, is that a lot of space? No, that will fit on the side on your trunk and it'll be out of the way. But I'll tell you what, the number one thing is, when you get stuck, should've, would've, could've, too late. You have this in your car, at least you know your odds are with you. Right?
Yep.
Right? Have a nice day. From the shop, LLC in Hawaii, I want to bid you guys have a nice day and put this damn thing in your car. It'll be worth your time. Trust me. Love you guys. Aloha.